Welcome to the Rebel to Succeed podcast. It's your boy Anthony Williams, the founder of rebeltosucceed.com. The purpose of this podcast is to share tips, advice, and strategies to help you improve in all areas of your life. My mission is to make a positive difference in your life to help you live your best life. Now let's get it. What up, Rebels? It's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed, coming at you with another podcast episode. So today in this podcast episode, I'm going to be sharing some motivational content by Big Sean. Again, that's Big Sean. For anybody who doesn't know or who isn't quite familiar with Big Sean is a rapper. He's a rapper, a very successful rapper. I believe he was under the record label Good Music by Kanye West. Everybody should know who Kanye West is, but I came across this motivational clip by Big Sean, and I thought you guys should check out this clip. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. So check out this clip by Big Sean.
Focus. Focus can be the difference between on and off, winning and losing, good and great, between great and the best. Focusing can be the most self-fulfilling thing you could do for yourself, because with focus comes accomplishment. Focusing can bring out your greatest talents and give you true purpose in this world. It can take your natural ability and magnify it to extraordinary. One thing I learned, and I'm sure most of us know, is what you focus on, what you put your energy into, is exactly what we should expect back. That's just the law of the universe, karma. I've seen it happen like 10,000 times. It's as proven as 1 + 1 being 2. Focus is a key to being successful in any situation. If you focus on the wrong, you'll get the wrong things. There's no way to focus on one thing and expect something different. How you focus on something is giving your attention to it. Even if you don't like it and still focus on not liking it, you're still putting your attention to it and will still attract it. For example, if you focus on wanting a new car, you'll keep attracting the idea of wanting a new car. But see, it's easy to confuse that because wanting a new car isn't the way to manifest it. You're simply just wanting a new car, not obtaining a new car. Remember, the intent of your focus is so important. There's a difference between focusing on wanting the new car and focusing on the car being yours. We really should be clear on what we focus on. Honestly, I feel like time is the most valuable thing we've ever been given, and focus runs parallel to that. Because every second of the day, we're focused on something, whether you realize it or not. I, for sure, am a victim of focusing on the wrong thing sometimes. I spent a little too much time on my phone, looking at comments, focusing on the outfit a little too long, but that's just human. It's very rare that you'll probably focus 100% of your time on what you need to. But the biggest advantage is to quickly catch yourself and be able to reset your focus. For me, there's no way I could focus on something I don't love, at least not for long. I'm just not content with spending my life miserable, and I just personally can't live like that. If it's not a part of your vibration, you could tell how you feel, your inner guidance system, your feelings. If I feel good, I'm doing the right thing. If not, then it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. How does what you focus on make you feel? Remember, it's never too late or too early to know what makes you happy and to make that change by any means necessary. I went into my last album, Focus. I wanted to focus on making music that would change people's lives, help lift their moods up, music that I felt was undeniably great to me, and talk about what directly affected me. And that's what I did. I never focused so much on executing these things while making music. And what do you know? My first #1 album and my most successful one yet. You can't measure success in anything but happiness. I say that all the time. And if you focus your energy on what makes you happy, what do you think will happen? Exactly. It'll always work out. Rewire any thoughts you've had prior and know that you are what you focus on. Focus.
So that was a clip by Big Sean. Um, yeah, I mean it was very informational, straight to the point, and something that I like to, again talk about on the podcast, which is focus and the power of focus, how focus can help you achieve your goals and achieve success, and just the power of it. So focus is very important on your journey to success, on whatever you're trying to achieve, because nobody can focus on a million things at one time. It's kind of crazy of you to think that you can successfully focus on more than one or a couple things at one time. I mean, to be really honest, people really can't focus on more than one thing at a time. Just to be really, really stripped down and be honest. Some people say that, oh, well, I'm pretty good at multitasking, or I'm good at focusing on more than one thing at a time. Me personally, I believe that the people who narrow their focus and they just focus on one thing at a time, I feel like you can reach success way more faster when you focus on one thing. When you focus on just one thing. So just like a lot of subjects and a lot of things that I share on this podcast, this has become an underlining theme for a lot of things that I've shared amongst a lot of successful people. Famous people, celebrities, high achievers, what we would, deem as high achievers. And that, focus has been like one of the main things. And again, it's going to be something that I'm going to continue to share and, share information about and things of that nature and talk about. Because this is something that I've found in my life that works. And, I've tried a lot of things in my past. I've told you guys about this before. And when I decided to focus on one thing, that's when I began to see some type of progress. So like real progress. So in this clip, Big Sean is explaining the power of focus and how focus can change your life, and just how important it is to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. When you narrow your focus to one thing, it helps you to be able to achieve and see results a bit more faster. You are what you focus on. You are what you focus on. So you have to understand that focus, when you focus on things, what you're doing is taking your energy and directing it to one thing. So, I mean, we all can agree that energy, everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. And me personally, I just believe that, we all have, certain levels of energy throughout the day. I feel like we probably have, well, it kind of depends on different people, because me, I feel like I have most of my energy, in the nighttime. Some people may feel like they have a lot of energy in the morning, but everybody has their, time of day where they have their peak of energy, where they have their most energy, when they become the most energetic and the most alive, and they feel like they can be the most productive. I would suggest that you narrow your focus on one thing, something that you want to achieve. When you hit that peak level of energy, narrow your energy into focusing on one thing. And when you do that consistently over time, you have no choice but to see results. You have no choice, because we all understand that action is the foundational key to success. If you're putting a lot of energy and action into one thing consistently over time, there's no way you can't see results. So I hope you guys found some type of value in this clip by Big Sean. Again, he's a successful rapper. Pretty sure he's seen some success that a lot of people that are listening to this podcast would want to see, whether that's monetary, whether that's being famous, or just business ventures or anything. You know what I mean? He's successful. He's a successful guy. He's had dreams of becoming a rapper. He's achieved that, and that, in my eyes, that's a success. So he's telling you how he was able to do that. So, and focus was one of his main things. So I encourage you guys to focus, figure out one thing. It's kind of something that I did with this podcast. Is I tried to, narrow my focus as much as possible. That when I learned that, and I'll tell you guys this before I finish up. I learned the power of focus from a book. It was from a book. So this is why I tell people that it's very important that you read. You know what I mean? It's vital to success. But I mean, some people they feel like reading is boring and things of that nature. I feel like in any way, shape, or form, whether you're reading for reading nonfiction for information, or whether you're reading fiction, which is like stories. I like doing both. But you can't go wrong with reading, because you still, with fiction, you're still learning, certain things that's within the story. But yeah, the power of reading, man. I learned the power of focus from reading, and it was from this book called The One Thing. I think I may have talked about this before on the previous episode, but yeah, I'm telling you again, The One Thing. So I would recommend that you guys go out and read that book or listen to it, because audiobooks are on the rise in this day and age. So you can go and you can buy the audiobook. But The One Thing, it debunks a lot of myths about, multitasking, and it kind of sheds a light on a lot of successful people, and how successful people reach their success, how they achieve their goals and things of that nature. So it really kind of opened my eyes up when it kind of broke down, and it basically it shed a light on the one thing that all of these people had. It always came down to one thing, and it showed you the power of it. So I would encourage you guys to go check out that book, The One Thing. I don't quite remember the authors' names. It's a couple of them. I know that the one of the authors is believe he's like the owner of he's the owner of the realty company. Man, I can't think of any of it right now. But the book is called The One Thing. I would encourage you guys to go check that book out if you want to learn the power of focus. But anyway, if you guys found some type of value in this episode, I invite you guys to leave a review. Let me know your thoughts on focus. Let me know your thoughts on Big Sean. Go to the website, rebeltosucceed.com, as usual. Check out the blog posts and the other content there. And last but not least, go out and be a rebel. Show somebody some love today and be a positive force in somebody's life today in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, it's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed, and I catch you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to this podcast. If you found this episode helpful or valuable in any way, then I encourage you to leave an honest review and subscribe to the Rebel to Succeed podcast for future episodes. To receive more content and value, make sure to visit the Rebel to Succeed website at www.rebeltosucceed.com. And finally, always remember that to succeed in life, you have to reach everyone by exercising love. So make sure to show somebody some love today. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.